So it's been a long few days. I'm probably gonna get like 50 hours in 3 days this week, which is crazy. We were shut down for the big snowstorm. All the highways were closed. Ah man, can't even talk. But yeah, so we gotta do everything in like really fast time. Well, not fast, just many hours in less days. So if I can keep my thoughts straight, this is like a little bit about my life philosophy, is that I look at myself as a grain of sand on a beach. I'm one of billions of people. I'm not special. Not very many of the billions of people are special. Like we're kind of all the same. And even though we're very different, like we're more similar than we are different. And yeah, there's a lot of us, we're very much the same. Not special. But my goal is that I want to be the most sparkly, shiny grain of sand that I can be. I'm still not going to be super special, but I'm going to be as special as a grain of sand can be. So yeah, that's kind of the way I look at my place in the world. And another thing about being a sparkly, shiny grain of sand on this beach of billions is that when you're shining your brightest, you're lighting up all the grains of sand around you. So by me being the absolute best that I can be, I mean, I'm actually lifting up, my friends, my family, my causes, my politics, my coworkers, by being the best that you can be, even if the best that you can be is somewhat mediocre, which, I mean, I'm a pretty mediocre person. Like, I'm not a high achiever by any means, but by being the best mediocre person that I can be, you're lifting up the people around you, and you're kind of doing your part to make this beach that we're all sitting on a better place. A very small difference perhaps, but a difference nonetheless. And that kind of brings me to part B, which is kind of the God helps those who help themselves thing. I've heard this similar thing from Jordan Peterson. I've heard similar things from the Psych Hacks guy. And that is that the best way to help, to save the world, to help other people, is to do what I was talking about, be the best that you can be, to be the most profitable monetarily that you can be, to rise as high as you possibly can, to be as high of an achiever as you can be, which, I mean, my case, kind of mediocre guy. I mean, I'm not going to be Elon Musk, it just is what it is, but I can still be the best that I can be. And by doing this, like I was saying earlier, that is what is going to help people. Now, if you are somebody that needs help, like you're not a high achiever yet, you're depending on people, maybe financially, maybe emotionally, even physically, like if you just need a lot of help, you are not in a position to try to save the world. The best thing you can do, if you are absorbing help rather than spreading it, is to help yourself first. So if you are depending on other people, or the government, which is, basically funded by other people. So government funding is, charity, basically, but it's just really shittily run charity. The best thing you can do is to support yourself. Be able to stand on your own 2 feet, not need help from other people. Like I said, that also counts for emotional support. Like if you're a person who needs constant, help from other people emotionally, you're not spreading the shine to others. You are absorbing shine. You need help. And the best thing you can do is to work on yourself rather than trying to help other people yet. So, yeah, that's kind of the combination of my life philosophy and the, help yourself first, put your own oxygen mask on first kind of thing, is that you and me, we're not able to help other people like we think we want to until, first of all, we can stand on our own 2 feet, not need support, and second of all, until we can build, have extra. I don't know whether it's extra, emotional stability, if it's extra physical strength, to go help everybody move. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. Whether it's a nice vehicle, once again, you'll be called on to help people move if you got a big truck, right? Or whether it's just, having extra monetary resources that you can donate to charity and give to people in need. The first thing before you start trying to save the world, the most important thing is to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and then reach the highest level of achievement that you possibly can. And, like I said, for me, that level is probably pretty mediocre, because that's just me. For some people, they might need help their entire lives, and that is okay. Like Jesus said, the poor you will always have with you. And there's a lot of people who need emotional support and financial support and everything, and are always going to need that. But unless you have other people that are really pushing the envelope and being the best that they can be, it's not going to work if we all need help. If we all need help, then there's nothing to draw on. Nobody has anything left to give. We're all, if everyone needs help, we're effed, basically, as a world. We depend on, people doing, the best that they can do, achieving highly or mediocrely. And yeah, so be the best grain of sand on this beach of life that you can be. I am going to do my best to shine the brightest that I can. And I might just be a grain of sand, but I'm going to be shiny.